Oh na na, oh yes, oh na. If my God is for me, tell me.
Okay, hello, my name is 24 Elders, music producer, mix and master engineer. Welcome to this tutorial on how I produced the song titled For Me by Limoblaze and Marizu. It's been a long time coming since I wanted to make this because this is my wife's favorite track, like one of our favorite tracks. So I thought, why not start with this track to begin to show you guys how the beats I produced have been made, but starting with this track called For Me by Limoblaze and Marizu. So let's get straight into this. All right, so we got Logic Pro opened. So the song was produced in Logic. And so we're gonna start by just having a listen to it. Just have a listen to it for a few seconds. And then we're gonna start to deconstruct the beat. All right, let's get it.
It's 24 beats.
All right, if you hear that, then you already know what the song is. You know what the song is when you listen to that instrumental. Okay, so all right, we're gonna start off with something very important in this beat, which is the guitar, the major instrument in this beat. So let's have a listen to that by itself, soloed out. Okay, so the song is in the key of F major or D minor. All right, so for those wondering where this guitar is from, is literally from the stock library that comes with Contact. Yeah, so I'm just gonna show you guys here. So this is the guitar itself. This is the guitar. It's called a jazz guitar. And what did I do to it? I literally just switched up these pickup sound. I just literally changed it to number 5 here. And I'm gonna play down the piano here. You're gonna hear what it sounds like. So that's literally the sound of the guitar. That's the sound of the guitar. And then what I just done here is just to make sure I turn up the treble in the EQ inside the plugin itself. And that's literally it. I think I increased the noise as well. And that's it. And I just increased the reverb. I put it on a long reverb, like 2.1 seconds, and just increased it. So that's why the progression sounds like that. So, and that's the progression. That's what we got there. Now, what's next? So what I just done is after playing the guitar, I went straight to drums because I love drums. I love Afro drums. So really easy stuff I put up in this instrument here called clap. So we all are familiar with clap. So this is just a synthesized clap that I'll go here. Sounds like this. So when you hear this, you already know that this is Afro. This is Afro, and that was why in the production of the beat, I made sure that the clap came in straight away from the beginning, so you can know you're listening to an Afro beat, and this genre is Afro gospel. So it just lets you know that okay, this is Afro, and that wasn't the clap I used by itself. I used another clap on top of that. If you can see in this project, I mean, I'm sure you can see that in the screen recording, that these claps and all these instruments have already been bounced out because sometimes all these plugins, they don't even run again after some time. This beat was produced in 2019, so the Contact that was used no longer runs, and that's why they've been bounced out. So you can just see the wave file of them. So now we've got 2 claps together. That's the second one on top of that. So it sounds brighter, the second clap. And then on top of that, just put a shaker on top of it just to make it sound very Afro. A very low shaker, and then another shaker on top of that. Just giving you that bop like and then okay, before we get to the kick, there's another percussion here. Let's just fast forward to this part. So this is for the chorus part, just for the claps to hit more. I put a little bit of I put another percussion underneath them that sounds very, very clicky. That's the sound I can use for it, just to make sure that it complements the clap, and that's why it sounds like this. Okay, and then after that, something very important in this beat that someone literally asked me about, how come the kick is not consistent? I said that's just a creativity that I came up with while producing the beat. So I made sure that the kick is not consistent, like the normal boom, 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 fall to the floor kick, boom, 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 boom. So I didn't do that because I just wanted this song to be unique. I wanted the beat to be unique. So let's put in the conga and then I'll show you how the kick was made as well. Okay, and then let's just go through with the percussions first before the kick. And then there's a hat here I call a jump hat. I don't even know why I call it a jump hat. Maybe it's just jumping. It's jumping in the beat. Let me just solo that out because you might not hear that. Okay, and that's literally a very simple stuff. Okay, and there's a hat called a roll hat. I'm gonna bring that in. It's called a roll hat. It's just here. This is very important. It literally complements the kick, because I want wherever the kick is hitting, boom, I want the hat to actually be the high side of it, the high frequency of the kick. And so it sounds like this. So it rolls like and let's share this with the guitar. Literally, this is the song. This is the whole song, literally. The guitar is here. Woo! All right, let's go straight to the kick. We're gonna have the kick. Let's solo out the kick and that roll hat and the guitar. Okay, and the claps. Let's just hear what that sounds like. All these ones, let's hear what they sound like together. So that part where the kick drops, you're gonna think it's gonna be going fall to the floor, but it's not. It's gonna switch. And this is the chorus part that I'm playing. So let's solo the verse part to hear the difference here. Chee! Okay, all the drums all together. Let's come to the chorus, which is the busiest part of the song. I've got something called a noise effects here. Let's hear what it sounds like. He's not really doing that much in the beat, but he's still there. He's doing something, but you might not hear it, but you can feel it. You can feel it. And then I got a bell, agogo, on top of it called agogo in this beat. I'm shaking here. And then we got some djembe African drums here. Let's put that in. Let's see what they sound like. Okay, you might be wondering, where did I get all the sounds from? These are all sound libraries, apart from the claps and the kicks and the hats. But this one is from Contact. Let's see if I can bring that up. It's from Contact. Okay, it's from Contact, but this is 5. I've got the Contact 6, so 5 is not really running, but it's from Contact. I think it's literally from West African percussions. That's where you can get it from. So it's already there. I just played it and just put 3 notes in, and it just literally looped in, and just got the part I want out of that. So, and that's what we've got here. So before we get into the melody, let's hear all the drums together with the guitar. Let's hear what they sound like. That's the song. That's the song. I don't know if you guys can notice something here. There's something sounding like. Okay, and that's the noise effects. So literally, let me play it. Yeah. That's the noise effects. Okay, now going straight into the melodies, apart from the guitars that we have, just seen. Let's just delete that one. So for the other melodies, I got the guitar, of course, that's the main one. Let's just solo the guitar with the claps. And let's see. Let's go straight into the keys. The keys. I believe these keys are from Logic, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just check that. Where do we have the keys? Okay, I still call the keys. Oh, actually, that's not the keys. That's the guitar. Okay, let's use this. Let's just use this this one that I've already got here. I can't find the profile. I think I just bounced it out because I want to keep the instrument in the project without it outdating. So the keys sound like this. It's just to accompany the guitar. So together with the guitar, it's filling up the gaps. That's all it's doing there. And let's go more forward. Let's check this guitar out. It's the same guitar, but it's just soloing and it's panned left. Okay, and that's the guitar there, pan to the left, and then I've got another synth. Before we go to this mallet, I've got another synth playing just it's panned to the right just a little bit, 20 degrees right, and this is what it sounds like. Let's just solo that by itself. So now we got something playing, and that's the mallet soloing. Tam tam pam 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 pam. Yeah. This is the icing sugar on top of the beat. It's this mallet here. It's what it's literally doing. And what I've done to this mallet is crazy in the contact itself. I can't really go into detail of that now. But what I've just done, just to explain, is I put reverb on top of that, and then I did something called like a glide setting in contact itself. Just make sure it's gliding so that whenever it's playing single notes, you can just hear that instead of it's just so that's why it sounds like the guitar. Let's just enjoy this beat for a sec. Let's enjoy the beat before we go to the bass and something I really like, which is the brass instrument, and that's all the beats all together. Okay, let's enjoy this part. Okay, with a solo, with a synth. the bass guitar is the one that holds the whole song down. And now let's go straight to the bass. Okay, so what's the bass doing here? The bass I got from Contact. Majorly all the melodies played in this beat, they're all from Contact. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you the bass guitar. I'm gonna show you quickly. So now let's solo the bass with the kick, with the guitar, with the clap, and let's hear what that sounds like. So I just want, the reason why I use this bass guitar, because as a producer you have to always know the reason why you've picked certain instruments to use. So the reason why I've used it is because I wanted something to sound, I wanted a bass that would sound very live, like someone is actually jamming live, because I was imagining the live performance of the song would be great. So I was literally performing the song in my mind while playing the bass. Like, okay, imagine the bass just going dum 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 dum. So instead of using like a synth bass, I just use something that sounds close to a live bass. And what do we have here for the bass? I can just load that up. Let me just load that up. Okay, it's right here. I'm gonna change that to a normal Contact, to the most recent Contact, and I'm gonna show you what I've done here. So I found the bass in here, Scarby pre-bass amped, and I used the punchy one. Yep, that's what I've used there. So let's just solo the bass by itself, the one that's not bounced, the MIDI one. Okay, yes, let's just mute this one. Let's take off all the effects. Let's play the bass. I'm just gonna solo it by itself. So it just has that live information in it. Okay, and then with the stuff I used, the settings, of course I use things from Logic, and then that's what we got. And on the bus here, I've got on the bus I've got an overdrive, and that just makes it more punchy. So yeah, that's the beat, and I'm gonna show you guys one more thing that just brings life to the instrument of this song. Okay, so coupled with the bass, everything all together without that one I wanted to show you. Let's hear that. Okay, so there's an effect here that's called breaths. It's just breaths, literally. It's just breaths. I just chopped up there was a tag I was using there, and I just chopped the breath at the end of the tag and just put it on. It's just to put my fingerprint on top of the song. So that's why I put the breaths there. It's like every time the beat drops, or every 4 bar, you just hear the breaths. Let me solo it. So it's like you want to hear it's 24 beat, like my old tag then. So I just chopped that part out, just put it in the beat throughout from the beginning to the end. And the last thing I've done here is a pop brass from Logic. A pop brass. Let's just pop that up. Pop brass. And what it's just doing here is the word is stab. It's making stabs, as we're going through the song. So it sounds like wow. So you might not even notice it. I mean, when people listen, they might not notice it, but producers, I'm sure you guys will notice this instrument here. So imagine that instrument with the whole instrument in this beat. Let's hear what it sounds like. So yeah, that's all the beats. Let's listen from the beginning to the end. There's one more instrument here I didn't show you how it was produced. This is from Contact as well. Just one of the samples I got. So let's hear. I'm not sure if it's gonna play. Yeah, because this Contact 5 is outdated. Let's just see what instruments is used there, and then we can bring up the new Contact. Okay, that's a BWB Wave 3 Pack 21. Let's bring that up. Contact wasn't bought then. Now we got a bot contact. So yeah. Okay, let's bring that in. That was BWB Wave Pack. Oh, what was it called? Pack 21? Yeah. That should be it. That's it. All right, let's bring that in. So it sounds like this. I call it a tuned conga. It's like a conga that's tuned. So this instrument only played at the beginning of the song. I mean, around here, around 35 seconds, and you won't hear anymore. You won't hear anymore. So in the beat, let's hear the instrument. Okay, the whole beat from beginning to the end, and that's the end of the tutorial. Let's have a listen through.
It's 24 beats.
And if you notice, just going through, the mixes of these instruments, they aren't much done here. It's literally just EQing, reverb EQing on the drums, especially on the melody, EQing and reverb. That's all, and delays. That's literally it. So you don't have to mix, especially when you're producing drums that already, if you're using samples that are already, mixed, already fine-tuned, you don't need to do much. You don't need to be such a great mix engineer for drums, for instruments, to be able to attain a clean sound. So yeah, literally that's what I've done throughout the song. Just continue listening.
Trust your will, then I'm already right though. Without you in my life, oh, I get it all wrong like a typo. But you there for me, you care for me, you always got me. I know they're coming for me, no people found against me, yeah. The prosper, they be shut down for my sake, oh, yeah. It's your world, I shut down me, by me. Keep that heat, so yeah. Fool me,
So that has brought us to the end of this tutorial. I'm gonna be seeing you in the next tutorial. I don't know what we're gonna be working on next, but see you in the next tutorial, deconstructing and breaking down of the beats produced by 24 Elders.
God is for me. Tell me who'll be against me. Tell me who's standing near me. Tell me who wants to tell me.
It's 24 beats.